On Thursday night, President Donald Trump repeated a theme he delivered in his 2016 convention speech and his 2017 inauguration.
This election will decide whether we save the American dream or whether we allow a socialist agenda to demolish our cherished destiny.
Following all her adult siblings who spoke earlier this week, Ivanka Trump introduced her father.
Tonight, I stand before you as the proud daughter of the people's president.
As the country continues to roil with social unrest and street violence, Trump emphasized law and order, trying to make the case that former Vice President Joe Biden is a Trojan horse controlled by the far-left wing of the Democratic Party.
Joe Biden is weak. He takes his marching orders from liberal hypocrites who drive their cities into the ground while fleeing far from the scene of the wreckage.
Both Democrat and Republican conventions have been criticized as focusing too much on character, glorifying their nominee and vilifying the opponent, and not enough on policy.
That's particularly true, I think, of the RNC's convention. We still haven't heard a clear sense about what are the issues that this president wants to tackle. There's a vague promise in the background that, well, he once delivered a roaring economy, he'll bring it right back. But not with any details on how he would do that or how he would finally tamp out this pandemic.
Less than one-third of Americans approve of Trump's handling of the pandemic. He delivered his defense in front of 1,500 people, mostly maskless and sitting close together. The majority were not tested for COVID-19. Trump's speech marked the end of a Republican National Convention which broke with tradition and protocols, including his decision to hold some events at the White House, which some have criticized as an ethics violation, blurring the line between campaigning and governing. The convention targeted Trump's base, as well as groups showing low support for him, women and minorities, including a speech by Alice Johnson, a black woman whose life sentence for drug charges Trump commuted, and Ann Dorn, widow of a retired black officer killed during a protest.
You had Alice Johnson, who humanized, put a face on criminal justice reform, and I think there was the most moving speech of the night was Ann Dorn. And again, putting a face and putting emotion to the law and order messaging that can often sound a little harsh, but I thought she really kind of hit it home and would hit it out of the ballpark with suburban voters.
As Trump spoke, protesters demonstrated outside the White House, a sign that the country will remain polarized as it heads to the November election. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News at the White House.